Hey, also today I thought I would talk a little bit about my perception of time and how I try and use that time that I've been given. So, my whole life, I've always kind of had this anxiety around time and opportunities and talents, this sort of fear that I'm not going to use them to the best of my ability because I'm always wanting to use this short amount of time and opportunities, talents, whatever, as best I can because not everyone has them and we have a limited amount of time and resources. And so it's always been kind of at the back of my mind, am I is this worth it? Am I doing something that I should be doing? And you get in these sort of ruts of like, should I be here? Should I be doing this? And it's really this cycle of fear. And I don't think that the idea of using your time wisely and trying your best not to waste your talents or opportunities is bad. In fact, it's like really good. But the thing with most positive things is that it can often turn negative because you can take something that's good and twist it a little bit and it becomes bad. I mean, that's what I think because you take this idea of not wanting to waste your time and you twist it a little bit and suddenly it's this anxiety inducing thought. It's this constant thinking that is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I wasting my time by doing this? And so it just kind of collapses on itself. And instead of using your time wisely, you either throw yourself into as many opportunities that you have and completely wear yourself out, and then you're not doing a great job at the things that you could be doing, or you just stop doing everything because you're like, well, if I can't use my time wisely, then I'm not going to do anything at all. There's like two very extremes. And I find myself bouncing back and forth between those two a lot. And this past week, I was thinking about that because I had a lot of my classes canceled for TMEA. It's like this music thing. And so I had a lot of extra time on my hands. And I'm so used to being in that constant busy mode. And I like that. A lot of times I do because when I don't have that structure and that schedule, I can get in my head and I just kind of end up drifting. And so because I had all that extra time, I'm like, well, what am I going to do and on all these things? And normally I'd be doing this and what can I do? I don't know. It kind of got caught in my head. And I realized that for obviously not for all of the week or whatever, but giving myself time and letting myself rest and have moments where I just stopped, and just chilled, was actually so beneficial. And I try to do that. I try to, take time out of my day and be quiet for a little bit, but you get really caught up in the busyness of life and you don't realize that spending your time wisely doesn't always mean doing something. Because whenever I'm thinking about how much time I have left on this earth, however long that is, I always think about all the things that I need to do, all the things that I want to do or accomplish. And sometimes spending your time wisely doesn't mean that you need to be in constant motion all the time. Sometimes it means you need to just stop and be content and kind of just assess your situation and just be grateful for where you are and be content with that. So a lot of the time that I spent this week was, thinking, relaxing, reading, just taking time out of my day to really stop and not just be like, here's a set time. I'm going to stop and I'm going to think about life in this 5 minutes out of my day. It's just kind of a mindset that you have to slow down, but then at the same time not getting caught up in that and slowing down too much, because it's very easy to kind of teeter into that doing nothing, like, oh, I'm just giving time for myself, I'm just gonna not do anything today because I need to give myself a break. Like, you as an individual, you know when you need time and you know when you don't. At least I hope you do, because sometimes you need to just take time to listen and figure out if that's what you need. Because I think because everyone can get really, really busy, they don't even know what they need because they're just caught up in what's going on around them and they never look internal. Basically, it's important to evaluate how you're spending your time, whether you are not actually doing enough and of the things that you want to accomplish, or that you're doing too much, laying the fuck. I am in here. I am in here. I am in here. I am in. Okay. Sorry. The light just went off.